It'd be wild.
Good stuff. All right. Sorry about the wait, guys. We are missing Bjorn right now. Hopefully, he's able to get on and fix out some technical difficulties.
Always technical
Before we begin,
difficulties.
usual few announcements, starting off with our two partners. First off, Monument Studios. If you want royalty-free music or any kind of music for any of your tabletop role-playing games, check out monumentstudios.com, where you can find plenty of music for anything from cyberpunk to horror for Halloween or fantasy for D&D. If you just want a planned service for $4.99 a month, you get all the music at your fingertips that is in a soundboard. You can mix your own music and integrate into Discord. Check it out at monumentstudios.com or at Fantasy Plus. We are still also partnered up with Arcana Miscellanea, where they make their own custom one-of-a-kind dice and many other objects as well that is for D&D, everything from dice chains to candles to a little bit of artwork. Right now, we're not running anything special with them, but still go on their website, check out their new stuff as it comes out. Remember that every set of dice is unique, and if you buy one, no one else is going to have the same one as you, and if you miss out, that exact model that you wanted, you won't be able to get again. So make sure you check out their site. That link is also in our About Us screen. We'll have something closer to Christmas time. A lot of things going on right now, so we'll have something more posted as far as another raffle coming up next month. Last but not least, we'll have a couple sessions missing in the next week or two. With scheduling and people out of town right now. Next week we'll not have a sequel of this, and this week we'll not have Star Wars, and next week we'll not have Daggerheart. So we will post on schedules of what we will have as it comes out, so make sure you follow us on Instagram. That's always where we post things about all our scheduling and everything like that. But also follow here for video game streams. Tomorrow starts off Halloween, so I will actually be streaming plenty of Halloween games per day, assuming nothing gets in the way. Everything from the new Silent Hill game that came out to the old Fear series, everything of the sort. And then the 16th, we'll actually be doing a in-person Halloween, actually Call Cthulhu stream. So make sure you check out. We'll also post on socials when we'll actually be going live with that. Does anybody have any other announcements?
Sure. If you are in the New York area, this is the final week of the New York Renaissance Fair. So if you haven't come yet, it's been an awesome season. It's been super beautiful weather this year. And the last weekend always is a super, super fun one. So if you are in the New York area, you haven't checked out the New York Renaissance Fair this year, then you should definitely come down and definitely check out the joust, because I will be your Lady of Chivalry this weekend. Huzzah!
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Cool. Anything else from anyone? Cool. Let's go in the intro. All right, and we are back. So, let me take this off. All right. Last we left off, the team themselves find their way in north parts of the Feywild. Within the town themselves, as they are allowed to gain entrance into the School of Mullane, as they enter into Aiden's office, a few of you enter into the Wellspring portal and go through memories through Zephania herself. Eventually, you all fall in, and you essentially reenact certain moments of her earlier years with her team. Eventually, throughout all this, you guys actually immediately get interrupted and found by a warrior called Athen, the sixth soldier of Remus, and is there to either convince Roneen to take her position or convince her in a much more displeasing effort. You guys had a battle, and Roneen decided to accept this title, and in doing so, the only thing keeping Athen alive is his title, and he does die, as you guys do see his body disintegrate, and the power go to Roneen. You guys are back in Aiden's office. The liquid currently right now in the wellspring is empty, but there definitely is still magic that resonates within this jar totem figure. To remind you guys, you are in the school. For the players, you guys have a map on there. This is not exactly the way I described it. I just didn't want to get super intricate, otherwise the map would be too expansive. So the ratio is not exact, but the room you guys are at is always to the right. So I just don't have the room on the screen. It's just past the steps. As this is all transpiring, Aiden just kind of moves up with one cane, checks the well, sees no waters coming out of it, kind of taps it a few times. Oh, fuck. Looks at everyone, kind of takes the cane, like lifts up anybody's arms to check to see if anybody's injured, kind of goes back and forth, sees everybody's fine. By all intents and purposes, if you guys took any damage inside the well, you're back to full health because that's only the damage you would have taken within the well. So you're back to where you were before you went to the well spring itself. So he just kind of looks, you can kind of see him over analyzing it in his head. Very much, taking it, doing the equations in his head, and you can kind of hear him mumbling to himself. They went in. I couldn't go in. They came out. They're fine. Water's gone. You can literally see him starting to illustrate it into his head, trying to figure it out, and he kind of leans up against the wall. He eventually goes to the desk. He starts writing stuff down. He kind of is in his own zone right now. Unless you said to interrupt him, he is not really taking account of what you were currently doing.
Azalia's interrupting him.
Okay.
Can it be fixed?
I'm sorry, what?
Can it be fixed? Can you make another one, or can we use it again one day?
Use what?
That thing. And I'm gonna point to the little fountain thing. Is there any way you can?
I don't even know how you used it.
Go back in there.
I mean, theoretically, as he kind of moves his cane over and he kind of picks it up and he kind of shakes it, seeing if anything comes back. He kind of puts up to his ear, kind of like a seashell on the beach. And he kind of sets it down very gently back on the spot it was. I mean, theoretically, the magic is endless inside. I would assume it still works. It just needs time to recharge. I've never seen it used before, so, X time. Sell for X, I guess.
How was it created?
He just thinks about it, he ponders in his head. Yeah, and he kind of moves his way to his desk. He kind of like goes. He like kind of puts his hand over the left side of the desk. Puts his hand over the right. Kind of goes over to the desk. He pulls over a trigger, opens up a spot, immediately pulls out of a really really old like dusty bottle of liquor, and he just kind of like looks at, and then he immediately just kind of like sets it down, and he overanalyzes another part, and he looks at a glass, looks at the bottle, puts the glass away. He immediately just pops the cork, drinks a little bit. All right. Well, you might want it, but I'm gonna sit. And he immediately just drags a chair over to the table and immediately sits down. I didn't do it. I'm not that experienced. Let's just say I found myself on hard times. My sister dying. I kind of moved around. Eventually, I started learning a few things, and I found these, I don't know what you call it, like a cloud dragon or something like that. They call it something, but I don't know what it is. It randomly appeared. I thought I was drunk, but then I found out it was actually there. The man I was staying with, very, very old, crazy of a man, but had some wisdom to him. Had the well, and he apparently kept it all his life, apparently passed down from his father and his father before him, and had the ability to contain the waters of this dragon. As soon as we saw it, he immediately ran out there. I thought he was crazed. And I mean, after I researched it, he gave it to me before he passed, and I kept researching it to see how I could get inside. I kept hearing voices, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. I cast spells, did rituals. I even messed around with a little bit of the darker magics to try to see if I could, but I don't know what you all did, but it seemed to work.
Sorry to interrupt. So are you saying, like, you didn't create it, but when was this? Back when the dragon appeared?
Like
what time? How many years ago?
16, 17 years ago.
Okay.
I mean, you must understand, the skies were in a blaze, and storms would come in, earthquakes were breaking up, and worlds ending, and only thing I could find myself really in any kind of reason was, or any answers I could find, were at the bottom of the bottle. For the longest time, at least 5 years, I just thought I was holding in myself just a very ornate container of rainwater. And then when you start hearing that rainwater talk to you, you start to, get curious.
Did this, when you found the person who created this, was that in here, like in the Feywild, or was it in a different realm?
You mean the guy who made it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, no, it was here in the here in the Feywilds. I mean, this is basically where I've been for the past 19 years.
You said it spoke to you. Did it say anything specific to you?
Speaking to me, I don't think it was necessarily speaking to me. I think I just heard words as if like you're kind of like listening to a neighbor talk. They're not necessarily talking to you, but it's loud enough where you can hear them. But I mean, it seemed like a lot of bickering back and forth. I mean, up until, I don't know, like a couple months ago, did it start kind of seeming audible? someone apparently wanted to be free. The other person wants to be free but can't set them free. I don't know. It seems like a bunch of malarkey to me.
But you're the headmaster of a magic school.
Yeah, I am. But
Do you?
as I've been told many times, I guess what you can't do, teach. I don't know. I mean, I got this. I mean, I do some favors, some people, save a few people's lives, help a few people out, and they all decide that it's, you know, they want you to teach them. Then more people did, and I guess having as you start playing around with this cybernetic arm on one side, or maybe the other side, I guess having a amputee wizard that can cast some decent spells is good promotional material. Then I just kind of rolled with it.
Small point of order. Question for the previous session. So, Roneen be poofing back late, has new faint tattoos, and then the image of Athen dying at her feet. Is this something only she witnessed, or did we all see that shit?
So you don't know what Roneen did when she went through the portal. But
Fair.
as you guys got back here, there was like 2 seconds of time where you literally saw kind of like a sort of like a Thanos snap. And if you reacted quick enough, you would have seen like pieces of Athens flowing away right in front of Roneen. But that's all you would have seen.
Okay. I'm just gonna be suspiciously glancing at Roneen while this whole conversation is going down.
By all intents and purposes, unless Roneen says otherwise, she does not look any different.
Okay.
Okay.
I think with the whole previous map and demonic energy and all that shit and it hunting her, I feel like I can draw enough conclusions that some shit clearly happened. I'm not gonna ask what.
Just
Yeah.
Yet.
Azalia doesn't notice. She's in her own little world with all that's happened on her own.
he just kind of pours him. Finally finds a glass. He just kind of like, kind of puts it down, fills it up, takes a sip. So, I guess we can kind of forgo the formalities. I know you were here for a reason. I can't pretend to know why, but I can believe that I recognize some of you. You don't really... What'd you say?
She like acts like she's gonna say how, and then she's like stops halfway.
Okay.
I'm gonna just what I did actually.
She does, he really points to Azalia and Alistair. It's like you rarely, if ever, see tieflings with feathered wings. So, based off the physical description, the coloration, how's Hades doing?
I mean, he's doing fine, I guess.
So living his
You know
life.
him? Well,
I mean, not directly. I was accompanying their group, but he was present helping my capture many years ago. So your father and many other of the group have a special place in my heart, especially with how close he was to my sister. Looks over to Roneen, like, looks over Bjorn, kind of, looks at Nova, maybe talk later, looks over at Manon. Yeah, you are a spitting image of your mother.
Gods. I'm just gonna go make some tea.
Bourbon?
I'll take you up on that if no one else will.
He immediately just like hops back over to his desk, grabs a couple glasses, puts them down. Doesn't even like his calmness and his demeanor and his decorum is gone. He just drops liquid over both of them. Doesn't care if he splashes all over the place. He just slides through glass. He just takes himself another one. He just starts swinging it down.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Lean over towards Alistair. He's not really what I thought he would be. Is he?
Yeah, that seems to be a common thing.
Azalia says that with every person she meets.
I love that he's not what I thought he would be. Is he? That we didn't know what you thought he would be.
Yeah, right. And he just, as he finishes like another glass, he just sits down and he just kind of puts his finger. So, again, what can I do for you?
Well, with any luck, perhaps we can do something for you.
Oh, that would be.
We have seen
lovely.
What various evidence tells us is your sister. Nobody seems to know why she's alive or how, or if it's really her in there, for that matter. But we need to find her.
As you're talking, he just looks extremely confused, and he just kind of, I apologize. I don't drink this much, and this is very strong bourbon. I
Have you ever heard the phrase "the eternal guardian"?
I don't think so. No. I mean,
well, neither did we. So
he kind of looks at, well, I've read about it. I have heard some talks about an eternal guardian. I don't know what that has to do with my sister. I mean, she's been dead for quite some time, and
Well, the guardian is your sister.
right,
Just
that.
so you, yeah.
So what do you know about it?
Or
Is
at
it
least
something
she's wearing your
that was around
sister's face.
before her?
pours himself another glass. Starts drinking some more.
Slow down there, boy.
Okay. All right. So you're saying my sister is alive after 20 years of her being dead?
Well, from what we've recollect, it's not your sister. It's her body is reanimated somehow.
I mean, her body was destroyed.
Or it's your sister.
Somebody thought she was in there somewhere.
So it's my sister or it's not my sister? Wait, what? Why do you think it's my sister?
People who know her
We've
said it was.
We've seen photos and paintings, and I'm pretty sure she's Dira.
He kind of
Serena knew her.
starts moving his way over, and he just kind of looks at his cane, just kind of sets his cane down, and just kind of moving his leg, and you can see that he can kind of walk normally without the cane, as like there's mechanic to his body, but it looks like he just doesn't like to rely on it, and he starts moving his way over. He grabs a desk photo and he comes over, and it's not like exact, but like I mentioned, it looks like someone had a very, 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 very good memory of what Dira looked like, and painted it. Now this is a different hairstyle than what you recognize. This is different armor. By all intents and purposes, the personality gives her a different facial feature. But by all intents and purposes, this does look like the Eternal Guardian to you. He just kind of like, so you're saying this person, tap, tap, tap.
Person with more hair and less smiles.
Or murderous.
Trust
Fancy
me, I
Here's a
was
sh-
a little shocked too when I realized something that I loved is back too. But we do think she's back.
He merely just kind of leans over the table right where it's in front of his chair, and he just kind of has his head down, and he starts mumbling to himself, 20 years, she died. What? Kind of just slaps
Aiden,
his
here's
ass
Seems
on
like
the
there's a
ground.
lot of that going on.
Here's the shorthand. All right. We believe that it's either the body of your sister with the consciousness somewhat maybe in there. We, in a roundabout way, were able to see inside her head. and inside of it, we saw maybe the remaining consciousness or something of our mom in there, trying to keep Eternal Guardian or Dira or whatever it is at this point in check. There was someone else in there trying to get the Eternal Guardian to do other things that were not good or beneficial, we'll say. So anything that you could tell us about how this is possible or what could be going on would be beneficial.
Or what you know about this Eternal Guardian, if that's something bigger than the last 20 years, or what?
He just stands up, repositions himself, leaning back on his cane again. Kind of tries to be presentable, repositions his tie, gets his shoulders in his coat properly, slicks back his hair. Well, I guess research it is. If you wouldn't mind following me. He just starts walking, opens up the door, as immediately his secretary looks like, "Are we all done?" It's like, "Not quite. We're gonna head over to the library." If you don't mind following me, as he starts walking ahead with a pretty good pace for someone who uses a cane. He is moving at exceedingly good pace, but he is actually using the cane quite a lot. He is actually leaning on it quite efficiently.
I pour myself another slug before we go and follow him with glass in hand.
Okay.
Iconic.
All right.
I ditto that.
Okay. It is very, very strong bourbon. I want you both to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sure. Absolutely, I'll do that.
Fucking mate. Wrong ass. Wrong campaign, brother.
That's a tree.
A tree? Oh.
It is very,
Maybe picking
very,
her up.
very fine bourbon. It does take time to hit you. It is a very slow burn, for all intents and purposes. I would say by the time you start walking the hallway, where there's more fresh air compared to where it is in his office, the fresh air kind of kicks you in the face, and immediately just kind of feel like this waking up at the wrong side of the bed. It still gives you still feel good, but you are having a tough time. I wouldn't say staying up, but everything does kind of seem in threes. Every student that walks across has a mirror. Auditory, it still seems fine. But for all intents and purposes, you are kind of seeing 3 of everything. It's not going to hinder you by any means, but for comedic value. As he's continually walking, assumingly that you guys are following him, he's just talking. Our library is not the best in the realm, but we pride ourselves of getting the top-notch books that we can. I have read some texts about a Eternal Guardian, but I guess not. Hopefully it's referring to the same one that we are currently speaking of at current moment. As he keeps coming out, you guys start to hear like a noise kind of come through. As he starts to slow himself down, he kind of puts his arm to his side so you guys don't pass him, kind of giving like a warning. As you kind of like start hearing like metal against metals, it starts coming at a fast pace. So you start to hear like a slow grinding as you start to see a crowd of students kind of waiting as you guys are kind of like in a center atrium. You start to hear like the spark as this thing starts, and you start to see this very ornate train, steam powered, kind of come through in the middle of the actual facility. As it immediately stops in the middle, as its current stopping is actually within the school itself. As you do see some students coming off, some teachers coming off, some students and teachers going back in, you actually see that's partially covered by snow. Based on the tracks that we're coming from, it looks like it's coming from further north, where it is mostly blizzards at all times. There's still like a bit of kind of like a steam to it, as if if you put your hand on it, you can still tell that the metal of the the metal parts that are metal of the actual train itself still has like a, coldness to it that as soon as you put your hand on it, whether you're surprised by it or not, it is kind of like almost a frostbitey kind of touch. You do see students come back in and out. In each one, there is kind of like these kind of steam, like the candelabras inside that aren't meant for light, but they're meant to kind of give off sort of a torch warmth inside and kind of like almost spread out, kind of like the steam within to keep the actual carriage warm. As you immediately see this gentleman kind of come out, a very, very tight niche beard, kind of a faded, almost like he can't grow a mustache. It's mostly the beard, but he's trying to keep it trimmed as much as possible for the mustache, and kind of like a braided hair. Kind of comes out, checks his timepiece. 2 minutes, he'll be heading off. All aboard. Anybody on that needs to get off, make sure you're off in 2 minutes time. 2 minutes, the doors are closing. And
Is that where we're going?
oh no, we just got to wait for the train to pass. We can't get to the library through the train. We gotta get to the other side of that. Yeah, no. But about means
in the middle of the school normal.
we wouldn't put the actual stop here if it wasn't. I mean, it passes through 2 times a week, 2 times a day, midnight and noon.
DM to player, is it like it just like appeared randomly in the middle?
It's not
of the
magical.
school?
It's not magical.
Oh,
There
it's
are
not.
physical train
So
tracks. There
there's
is a
just-
drop down.
Oh, okay.
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 But this is the only train, so there's not an opposite path. This is the only train that runs on this train track and only goes in one direction. It just
okay.
constantly circles
Okay.
around in a circular path to different spots. You don't know if maybe at those spots it circulates in a different spot, but you can tell that there's only one track here, therefore it only goes in
Okay.
one direction.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying
Yep.
that, because I was like, all of a sudden, did it just randomly
No, there
appear?
there is like an actual drop
Train.
part, like about 5 feet down, where there is like about a 12-foot gap where this train does come
Okay.
in from, and there is an archway on one
Mind the
side and
gap.
archway on another, and it does come through.
Okay.
There is an overlap bridge that goes over it in case someone needs to pass, but it looks like just for like safety reasons, nobody does unless absolutely necessary.
So we would have saw this from the
Mind the
outside
gap.
of the. We would have seen this from the outside of.
You
the
assume
actual
that you
school,
actually
right?
would see it, but you guys just haven't had it. You guys haven't been around
okay.
at the certain specific times
Okay.
that it actually came through.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
It
Sounds
looks
good.
like
Thank
it doesn't go as far down as the town that you started in. Therefore, until you actually get to the school, you don't notice it. And it doesn't
okay.
make so much sound like a full like steam engine, where it actually does, shoot out its horn as it's about to cross a certain spot or any kind of hazards. It does just move, and hopefully people just move out of the way.
you. Sounds
It's still very loud.
Player to DM, does it still have some snow on it in any spots?
There's still snow on it, mostly on the tops. So there's no snow on the sides, but there is just a light amount of snow that is just on the top of the actual specific carts themselves. And the snow itself
Perfect. That-
is pretty solid. It's like almost like any other snow that was on it fell off, but this snow is kind of like frozen to the metal of the roofs itself, so it's taking a little bit to thaw.
As we're trying to make our way and being told we gotta wait for the train to cross, Bjorn would like to try and grab a handful of snow up that's hanging back from the rest of the group.
Okay. After about a minute, conductor. 1 minute. Make sure if you're on, you need to be on. If you're off, make sure you're off. No second calls. 50 more seconds. He immediately goes back in the room, closes the door. If you like see from like an angle, you see him kind of like turning the crank to start igniting the heat, and then he starts like pulling this thing that actually it attaches like these actual like almost like these antennae to these upper cables to ignite some kind of electricity to it, and it just kind of like attaches to it but doesn't grab it. It just like it does enough to actually grab a current. After about 40 more seconds, you just start see like some steam come from above it and just kind of like lifts itself up with hydraulics for about a foot between the wheels and the actual carts themselves, and then you just start seeing it glide instead of roll. As if the wheels don't actually turn, but they kind of hover over the cart themselves off of a magnet of polarity. And it just starts moving across. Therefore, it does not create too much sound other than the sound itself of it actually starting up and stopping. As they eventually pass, the bridge above it just starts to drop a little bit, so it's straight across. People start to come, and Aiden just drops his arm. He just kind of points his cane ahead, as we were, and he just starts moving. If you guys continue to follow, you do start heading into a lot of what looks like the side of the actual place that's reserved for advanced students. Most of the schooling on this side is completely quiet as he just kind of puts his finger up as he kind of gestures to everyone, mostly for studying purposes. Just try to keep things as low as possible. As he kind of moves across, he actually lifts up his cane so he doesn't make a sound off of the wood off his cane, and he kind of positions it like a gentleman kind of right underneath his armpit, and he kind of actually has like a collapsible part to it where he kind of shortens it, but not too much. And then he just kind of like gestures to someone inside and just kind of waves at somebody else, and just kind of points at you guys, and he shows the second floor, and he kind of points at a section, and he starts walking that direction, assuming that you guys are going to follow. This is the biggest library, even to Alistair and Azalia, that you guys have seen. Hades' library is the biggest, but it moves with what he wants. Therefore, it is not always large. It's just, it gives him what he wants when he wants it. This library, statically, is the largest you guys have ever seen. From one side to the other, you can't actually see the other end because it constantly intersects with itself. Essentially, it is a giant square around one singular column, and each side itself is about 200 feet long and 3 floors high. Each floor, the second floor and the third floor, are balconies compared to the first. As you go to a higher floor, the books look like they increase in rarity, and therefore restricting off. He takes you guys to the second floor. As he goes over and he finds a spot, he immediately goes to it, immediately kind of remembering where he kind of starts heading off, and he kind of goes over, he grabs immediately like a cart. Yeah, pulls a book down, kind of goes over.
Lord, there's so many books.
Well, we're gonna probably the best place we can find this knowledge. He immediately goes down another rail, grabs another book. By this time, like, you guys are in there for like 5 minutes, he has like 20 books. One of them is like a grimorum that he found, and he, like, when he takes it off, he's like, he unchains it, and he kind of points over to Alistair. You look like you're pretty, you have some strength to you. You mind giving me a hand?
Yeah, that's fine.
You pull off a book that's roughly about 5 feet in width. As you immediately, just like gently, kind of puts it. And as even if you slam it, even not slam it down, gently put it down, it immediately like shakes the cart, almost like the cart can't handle its weight. And he just kind of like looks at the cart. We're good. And then he eventually grabs a couple books, and then he immediately goes into his pocket, grabs a couple keys. Follow me. We'll find somewhere to research. And he starts dragging the cart along, goes over to a room that looks like it's specifically for just professors. He puts a key in the hole, unlocks it, opens up the door, brings in the cart. Coming in.
I'm looking at all the books, and I'm just saying, so theoretically, if we wanted to research things that aren't the Eternal Guardian, but would possibly be in this library, could we do that later?
Looks around, sees that it's not super busy. Yeah, sure, I don't see why not. But to task at hand, and
Very
then he just
quietly.
ushers you in.
Nova goes like, yes, just quietly.
I'm
It's
also
like secretly, Aiden's kind of
We're
like,
never getting Nova out of here.
like secretly, Aiden's just like, I'm not going to stop anyone from wanting to learn. If you want to learn, I am not going to hinder your progress. But he's
We have
just
a group
making
of
sure that
bookworms.
he's just like, he just
I
looks
look
to make
at
sure there's no
Manon.
students that are going to get pissed off with him about it.
I look at Manon
Intuition.
being like, being like happy about it.
you read this
never
thing.
getting either of them
Small
out of
bag.
here.
You kind of go into a teacher's research room. This room kind of has 4 large podiums. Each podium is set to lock on a grimorum. It has like a slider where you actually put in the binding of the book so it holds in properly, and it can handle the weight of most grimorums, including the one that you grabbed. There's a table in the center that he starts putting the rest of the books on. He takes takes the grimorum, and he kind of lifts it up, puts it on the actual. As you notice, he's not being quiet anymore. As you assume you guys are in the room, you guys can speak a little bit. He kind of locks it in there, and he kind of opens it up. All right. Who here is smart with magic?
I'm kind of looking over his shoulder. I can use a little.
I see. Okay. Can you
I
read?
got magic. I don't know how smart I am with it.
Well, I see you raising your hand there. Can you read text? Can you read script?
Depends what language it's in.
Can you? I mean, he like looks at it. Looks like we got Infernal, Celestial. Kind of moves over a couple pages. Elvish, you got that. Primordial.
I can help with the first 2.
I can,
I can read all of those except Primordial.
Of course, I unprepared the language.
Which pisses me off because Dahlia could read Primordial and it never fucking mattered.
He just like looks at you. It's like, okay, I guess the primordial things. It's kind of like a couple words here or there. Maybe you can figure it out if you don't mind. I'm sorry. What's your name, love? Yeah.
Nova.
Pleasure to meet you. If you wouldn't mind, he kind of flips over to the page where he kind of like he puts like a view mark on it to hold the pages down, and he kind of like slides it to where he knows that there's information left. If you wouldn't mind scouring through these few pages, take your time. If you can find something else, go at it. I leave this in your very capable hands.
Well, I'm gonna need help with a couple of those languages.
I'll step up.
Lovely. Okay. Anything else you need? Anything else you need that you two can accomplish with that?
I mean, as long as it doesn't require magic, I'm fine.
I can handle the magic.
Okay, fantastic. He kind of scatters the other books across the actual table. Some of them go over just mentions of the Eternal Guardian. Some of them go over text explaining what the Eternal Guardian is. But he explains these books explain passages of a Eternal Guardian. And they're quite fast, but not as descriptive. These ones talk about the Eternal Guardian, but you're gonna have to kind of scour through the pages to find the specific things. They don't go as specific as just that. So, who wants to do which one? Who wants to go more general and who wants to go more specific? Oh.
I look at Nova. Let her make the decision.
Well, I mean, Manon and Nova
We're doing
are already doing that.
We're doing the big book.
So Manon and Nova are out of this one, so it's between Bjorn, Roneen,
Roger,
Azalia, and Alistair.
I can look at a specific one.
Lovely.
Good that.
Okay. And you two to take
Oh,
the
look
general?
at whatever.
Okay. Fantastic. I am going to try to go see if I can find some more information. T, over in the corner, help yourself. Find a chair, relax. Our room is your room. Do what you can to research. I'm going to go see if I can find some more script.
Hey, before you go, I had 2 questions for you.
Only 2?
One, for now. One, did Dira ever have something with multiple personalities and voices in it?
Not that I know of. I mean, I'm gonna say no. The later years, I didn't see her much. You know, you grew up, you do different things. She did her adventures. I didn't see her again until her and her friends saved me from an ungodly fate. And then after that, it turned into the world is falling apart. and she became the hero that helped save the world. So I didn't see her much after we kind of grew up. So if she did have something like that, I am not the person to, unfortunately. I mean, he kind of like has like a kind of a slight tear, like he wish he could answer the question. I'm unfortunately,
I
I'm
guess
the one that can answer that question.
I guess caveat off of that, how was she the one that kind of saved everything? Or like, how did she perish 100%?
I mean,
like,
I wasn't there, but from what the group told me, my sister, whether or not she chose it or not, she was given a power that was beyond any mortal's possession. And she heard the calling and she used that power to save the world. And from what I was told is that she helped out 2 of her allies by sacrificing herself to deliver a final blow of sorts. But it came with a price, that silver dagger came with a killing cost. She sacrificed her life to kill out a god.
okay. I guess the other question.
So there's 3. I knew there was more.
It was 2 with an additional one that came up. Is there anybody in Dira's past that would know who you are, what you look like, what you sound like?
I mean, theoretically, everyone that was there. I mean, maybe some of them aren't so familiar with me that if like they saw me crossing their path that they recognize me, but her adventuring team would recognize me.
Player to DM, did Aiden in the Eternal Guardian's mind look like him now?
Similar, but not close. So the version that you saw before you met this version of Aiden was very much clean cut, hair tied up, in a much more, I wouldn't say more distinguished look, but what you would assume someone who may be more OCD about their clothing care would be for a distinguished look. This version of Aiden does not care so much about having a 5 o'clock shadow, does not care about having his hair unkept, just as long as the hair is clean and it looks good. His clothes are long, but they're not consistently buttoned up, but he wears style without it requiring it to be OCD in a certain respect.
Same age?
You assume as far as physical words. Physical looks, he looks the same. Different kind of beard, different kind of hair, but all intents and purposes, the skin texture looks the same.
So like same age looking, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And they are, and since they are humans, it is a lot more direct to be able to match that. So it does look like the age does match.
Yeah. I'll just kind of be like, is there anybody that knew Dira and you that has seen you in recent years?
Well, I mean, it was a couple years ago that I saw a couple of her friends that came through. This was a couple years back. We unfortunately had to ask them to leave. They were getting a little rowdy. But
who was that?
There was, God, I'm trying to think of the name. There was a goblin. There was an Elandrin. And a kobold. They kind of have a reputation in the Feywild. They kind of hop back and forth. They kind of do a little bit of a lot. Jack's of a certain trade, I guess. But they were here a couple years ago. Outside of that, I mean, anybody that would have directly, seen me, no one comes to mind.
Okay, thanks. We'll get on these books then while you work on the other stuff.
He just kind of stands there, kind of looks around at the group, kind of mumbles in very low volume, kind of walks over to the door, puts his palm against the door, puts his head down for so, kind of like tilts his head, shakes his head, grabs the door, opens it up, walks out, and then gently closes the door shut.
As he leaves, Manon's just gonna glance over to Alistair and be like, is there a reason you can't ask your dad those questions? Wouldn't he definitely know the answers?
You know, he doesn't seem to be in the know lately.
Point of order, Joe, you said we got health back, but spells and stuff that we spent are still gone, right?
Wherever you were at before you went to the wellspring, that's where you are at now. So if you had all your
spells and everything?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool. That was basically all of it. Okay, then I won't do the thing that I was going to
All right. So
it's not necessary.
we'll wait for Bjorn to come back before we start making a roll. Oh, we'll start with Nova and Manon first. So as you guys are going through this script, you guys can either do individual rolls or one of you can choose to be granted advantage for a specific roll. Here's what I'm going to have is that for the rolls for that, if you decide to get advantage, then it's officially advantage just for that going on. So you guys can't change your mind as it goes through. I will have you go through different kind of checks. Because this is a Grimorum, these will both mostly be magical checks. So this will be history, arcana, investigation, and perception. But I'm going to give them to you in specific orders. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to do separate rolls? Do one of you want to have advantage?
I'm only proficient in one of those things, so...
Proficient in a couple of those things.
Okay.
Shoot.
Arcana, perception, and there's any religion, I'm proficient in that too.
I'm only proficient in history. So...
We could just roll both. And
you might want to just roll both.
Roll there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go from there.
All right, so as you're going through, we're going to have you both roll an arcana check then. As you're going through the Grimorum and you're kind of looking through all the different kind of meanings of different spells in here. As every page is not necessarily a paragraph of words. This is Grimorum, not a journal. And therefore, every page breaks up different compounds of magic or different kind of spells or different kind of recipes to create different kind of elixirs to create spells. But this specifically is going to a certain text about the Eternal Guardian. You're just trying to figure out the answers for it. So between the two of you, arcana check, what'd you get?
13.
19 plus 4.
Okay. Manon, you're going through this. The first couple pages, as far as Manon, what you're able to tell is that this spell is specifically going over a resurrection spell. But that's as far as you can tell from there. Nova, what you can tell is, yes, this is resurrection, but this is a very, very, very unique and one-of-a-kind kind of resurrection spell. You assume that this page even acts as a scroll itself. Even though this page is attached to the book, this spell is so unique that if someone actually read from this directly and used the components directly, this page would actually disappear from the book. But the first page you're going through, well, first two pages technically. Yeah, two. The first two pages are talking about binding objects together to bring something back in existence that wasn't there before. It follows the parameters of you don't need a body, you just need magic.
Before he comes back, these 2 pages are talking very, very unique spell. I'm just gonna say this out loud to everyone. A very unique spell of bringing someone back, but not needing a body. Just magic.
Well, that sounds relevant.
Yeah, but the thing is with this... But the thing with the spell, this is one of those ones where it's very unique. It seems like you would have to have access to this book to actually, this grimoire, specifically to do so.
There wouldn't have been another copy somewhere, maybe? Or somebody
That's
knew
my
it by
first
heart?
thought.
Yeah, or what happened, or it looks like it also might, once you use it, the page might disappear. So I wonder if someone copied it down.
I would say you would know, Nova, is that, yes, copying a spell is not difficult, especially if you're a wizard. A spell of this magnitude, again, not difficult, but you need the correct materials. And not specifically knowing the correct materials, but they'd be very expensive materials. Not too different from all those notes you guys got that had a very similar ink. If someone did copy this, they would need very, very expensive, unique materials to copy the spell into another book.
You definitely need to be uniquely. You need a lot of materials that are very unique and very expensive to copy this spell.
So somebody with a lot of money and a lot of magic.
And they'd have to have the same level of magic of like the notes that we received through realms.
Well, now that's an interesting coincidence.
Yes.
Maybe somebody is here. That's
Yes.
part of this.
That's why I wanted to say something before he came back, because so far it seems like we have to be very cautious of everyone, except for ourselves.
DTA.
Life.
Don't trust anyone.
We're going to go to another group. So we'll go to who has, which group picked the book that just goes over a Eternal Guardian, not the Eternal Guardian, like a generalization of the Eternal Guardian.
The generalization that was...
Okay. Roneen and Azalia.
Probably
Can't
would
remember
have.
else. Yeah.
Okay. So again, same rule for the both of you. As you make your checks, starting now, are you gonna have one of you give another advantage, or you can each roll individually?
I am going to give you advantage.
Okay. So we're gonna start with the
What are...
through the couple books that you guys have. We're gonna start with the first rules. So investigation check, because he didn't give you a specific point to start at. An investigation check to kind of scour through the book to at least know where to begin.
Let me roll again because I did not do that with advantage, and that was definitely a nat 1.
Oh no.
Not much better. 12.
12. These whole two books that you got specifically go over texts of ancient warriors that follow in the term of Eternal Guardians, but none of them are necessarily placed. You're able to at least find maybe a 20-page gap, 20-page X page of at least where to start, but you weren't able to get too specific. Give me another investigation check to see if you can find out and get any finer point.
Hopefully this is better. 15.
Okay. As you go in, you got like a few pages that you're working on, and you got another book about 4 pages that you're working on. As you guys are scouring through these 2 pages, you at least see that these books are discussing what an Eternal Guardian is. A term that has been lost to time, as it is described, and a term that has been designated to a person to ascend to godhood. It specifically describes that this is not a person becoming a god, but becoming a creator. Inheriting the title of... inheriting the title of Bahamut itself. Only one can be given the term the Eternal Guardian. Only one can be given the term Eternal Guardian when the need is ready, but you cannot find out what that need is. You do see the parameters of what it takes to become an Eternal Guardian. An Eternal Guardian requires them to have no past, no future, and has to have sacrificed their life once upon a time, whether it succeeded or failed. That's as far as you can find within like the first, I'd say, an hour as you're scouring through these books.
How do you have no past and no future?
Do you-
Bahamut? The Bahamut?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
both of you. Someone dead. I'll like turn and be like, if you're dead,
If you're dead, you still got a past at least.
but if you no longer have ties to the material world, like plane.
Well, then that would be anyone dead, so why bother saying it? And if no past, no future, and have sacrificed your life, why would there be a separate requirement for no past and no future?
Maybe they're referring to like a nobody, someone that doesn't have royal or bloodline type stuff.
That's a
A past in like a
classist, but I
lineage?
suppose.
And if you have no past and no
I'm just
future, you
throwing
don't
out
have
ideas.
anybody recognizing you or knowing who you were.
So how would Dira fit in with this? Because we know who she is. We've recognized her.
Yeah, but she also came from humble beginnings.
Maybe it's saying that we all need to die so she can do this thing. So let's not do that.
I'd prefer not to.
Well,
Not a fan of that.
I just this whole business of being a creator and being like Bahamut. I mean, doesn't that sounds a bit like what the Weaver was talking about with the whole starting over? Don't like the sound
Yeah.
of that.
But again, if my theory on the Weaver is right, that she wants the realm to end, being a creator and being Bahamut would be the opposite of that, and they would be creating life versus allowing it to be destroyed.
Does she want it to end so she can do it her way, and this guardian would do it a different way?
They want things to end, but do they?
But wasn't Bahamut a god before? Like, wasn't he?
Didn't we find out that he was not always a god? Or at least that's what I guess it was the Weaver that said that. We don't trust her, so I don't
Right.
know.
But wasn't he a god? Wasn't that part of some of the
He
history?
was- They said he was the creator of Aberrant and everything,
So if-
and they all came from him. The twins and
They
the
sound like
whatevers.
all sounds like two sides of the same coin to me.
yes, with two different motives.
And we're left to
That
be
part.
flipping that coin.
But at the same time, there's a 50-50 chance that we flip incorrectly, I guess.
Also-
It's on us. Ugh.
Would from my personal tactical standpoint, I would not bring together enemies that could defile my plans, derail my plans. So why did the Weaver bring us together if it was only for us to come together to derail the plan?
Unless
Does that
she
make
was-
All in
sense?
one place,
It doesn't
one
sound like it
number.
makes sense.
I mean,
Maybe they both
No.
want to restart. They just want to do it their own way. So
Yeah.
she's asking us to foil whatever plan the Eternal Guardians got.
but at the same time, we don't know if that's. We don't know what their plan is, obviously.
We need to know what anybody's plan is. Even if
Well,
they
we-
tell it to us, they're probably lying.
I'm gonna start
Oh.
flipping back through the book. Maybe
I
this-
would like to survive. Beautiful ship. Die at like 98.
That sounds nice.
Would be my plan.
That's
Same.
very young.
We need a world to live in for that.
All right.
Thus,
for-
we have to
Like, oh
pick the
my
right
God.
plan. You have to plan to pick the right plan.
For the group that has the other books, Alistair and Bjorn, same rule applies to you. Do one of you want to gain advantage, or do you both want to roll individually?
What are we rolling again? I'm sorry.
So this will go over specifically investigation, history, religion, and arcana for your books.
I've got history and religion.
Let me see. I will give advantage to Alistair.
So Alistair's getting advantage.
Okay.
All right. So for the first one, as you guys again are kind of at the same pace as Azalia and Roneen, you got to figure out where you are. Give me an investigation check to at least scour through these books to know where to begin.
Well, that's got to be something because I rolled 2 13s. So 13.
Fair enough. All right. Much like the previous group, you at least find like a broad area to at least start off with. At least going over like a list of names that people that believe have belonged to this title bill before. Roll me one more investigation check to see if you can kind of narrow it down.
Well, that's better because that was a nat 20.
Okay. You're able to find a specific page in the first book, not going to the second book, to at least get a good start off. You find, it looks like this one, the book you're reading was made about 30 years ago. It's a generally new book, but it looks like it was a rewrite of a previous book taken in from information that was gathered. It looks like based on the time this was created, this is when Bahamut was officially announced to be the king of the realm, or the king of the realms, and therefore someone revised the book to actually add in titles. In this book, it actually goes over what an actual Eternal Guardian is and the names that were actually people actually think were given the Eternal Guardian role. The Eternal Guardian has been given a name since the first ever Eternal Guardian, and the Eternal Guardians always pass on when the realms need to be reset, and that's put as a specific term. The ability has been passed down to every Eternal Guardian, and it allows the Eternal Guardian to be immune to the realm's effects of destruction, and gives them the ability to drain the power of the realms to create new realms in response. They can choose to either control the realms by themselves or deliver the power to 2 others, whether by blood or by right. When the person becomes the leader of this new realm, they are given the title of Bahamut. There are 3 names that are being given, and these look not necessarily by names, but titles before someone was officially given the Eternal Guardian title. The first one looks like this one was guaranteed, like someone knows this writer looks like knows this supposed to be solid. It's just called the Iron Smith, was the first Eternal Guardian. It only gives like a general description, as in no one's ever seen this, but knows some scripture. First God in existence and created the universe. Then we go to the second title on there is the Dragon Lord. Was the first one granted the Passover title of the Eternal Guardian. And the third one name is Arman. A lot of people think Arman is actually the first ever Bahamut. Because you got a natural 20. There isn't much known about the Dragon Lord or the Iron Smith, but it is said that each of them lived in seclusion before they were given their title, did not have family, did not have brothers, did not have sisters, and their parents were dead, and therefore the title was granted to them. I'd say the one thing you get natural 20 is the Iron Smith. There is some general information of what this writer assumes the Iron Smith is. Only being speculative of what this writer believes, that this is the third time the realm has been reset by an Eternal Guardian. In your mind, you assume that does not mean when the sisters reset the realms, when the Eternal Guardian did.
Question for my notes. Are you saying that the Ironsmith mark
constant between them, which are usually heaven, hell, and the Fey creatures. They always exist within these realms, within this reality that are being constantly created. The author believes that the title Ironsmith means that the original reality was created, lived in a different world that we live in now, in a world of iron, in a world of metal, and in a world that is devoid of a vast amount of magic than what this realm has. Oh, Twitch is having problems. Okay. That's all you find. With that, we're going to take a 10-minute break, see if Twitch fixes itself in those 10 minutes, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about technical difficulties before. For some reason, audio wasn't going through, and then it created problems. But we should be better now. So, just double checking. Yeah, it seems like it's going fine. Okay. So, between Bjorn and Alistair, you just got all that information.
I share it verbatim.
Ditto.
I saw people taking notes while you're talking.
What he
I
said.
shared it.
We shared this so hard.
Does that mean the angels, the devils, the third one that I don't remember?
Fae.
The Fae.
The Fae.
Oh,
Do
Fae.
they have memories of the old world? If they're the same in all of them, or are
I
they
swing
new?
my
Do
head
they-
around to look at Nova as she asks this.
I mean, I don't guess we'd have to talk to elders to see. I don't know.
Is there any, I mean, up your alley, is there any books or stories passed on that you know of the old worlds?
I mean, there's charts, but they're star charts. I don't know if they really tell you much. You know, they're important to my tribe, but I'm sure in different areas, there are probably other stories.
Are they all the same?
Also,
Bjorn.
Bjorn?
no, go ahead, Nova. I'll start at you. Are they the same? Go ahead.
I mean,
The constellations, do they differ from the different star charts? Are there ones in some that aren't in others?
there's slight movements, not too many differences, but then there's some. I mean, obviously the stars in Averant were completely different from what I'm used to, but
Not so much different as like movement, but as in completely different in arrangement.
damned player. I know this.
So what is the specific question you're asking her?
So as a player, Alistair's trying to ask, like, let's just say like Sagittarius
Mhm.
is in this star chart's
Yeah.
existence, but in the same time period that Sagittarius should be in this other chart, it's not there.
Oh,
Yeah, like, is it
so
like,
irregularities.
if
So
Like, yeah, saying so like if a realm was destroyed and a new one is created,
Are the
let's say
stars completely
Sagittarius
different?
existed in the one, but it doesn't exist in
you
the
haven't
other.
Nova. You haven't had enough. Even though you were well trained, you were not. That's like an elder's amount of training that you would have to get. You could go back
Mhm.
home and request that knowledge, but that's never been something that like you have actively been taught. But that is something that you could learn if you went back home.
I mean, I could figure that out if I go home. We would need to speak to my elders. They would know.
Well, this is where you live, right, in this realm?
Yes. But the whole other side of it.
I'm
You said
still stuck
something.
on.
You,
This is
you said
more.
something about. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Manon. Go.
You said something about draining powers of the realm and recreating others for that.
That's what the book said.
Yeah, that was but interesting because, like, when it says realm, we know there's 9 realms. So, which realm did they drain to create
of them,
others,
minus-
or all of them
Well, it said-
together?
The realms. Create new realms.
I mean, if it
Except
reads
for
how
heaven,
it,
hell, and the fae, apparently.
So
we take it at face value, it's
Lucky.
all realms except for
the 3.
hell, Ven, and Fae.
So now knowing
So
this
the 3
information,
realms.
Nova and Manon, you can now, if you want to re-give me an Arcana check on your book, knowing this information, so you know maybe if you have to go to a different page, you can.
Yes. Let's do so.
Mostly because it's
Dice
Alistair and his
don't
natural
lose.
20s.
I have 14.
Oh, that's a good cackle.
Natural 24. 24.
Let's go! Let's
All right.
go!
So yes, he put you on a very specific, like 4 sets of pages, but you're able to find more than what even Aiden can find. So you kind of like go through the pages of Resurrection. You go to next 2 pages that he had set for you, and these pages are specifically set for memory removal. And you move on to try to figure out more stuff from there. And you kind of find like you go back and you start figuring out what this specific grimoire is for. This specific grimoire is actually meant to be a book from the previous Eternal Guardian. This was originally Bahamut's book. This was his wizard's spell book, or at least a copy of it in sorts. And this was all his knowledge, but people refused to use it because it is a historical artifact. You are able to go page, 10 minutes later, page, finding all these pages completely useless until you find something that kind of grabs your attention as you feel a page out. The page feels a little bit thicker than the others, and you start kind of feeling the seam out. You find a little spot, and you're able to unfold the page, and it unfolds 3 times. As you see... I see the little laughter in the background.
Did they find Bahamut's Playboy?
Yeah. Yeah. I figured that's what you're thinking.
Stuck together. That's what I was thinking.
It wasn't supposed to be hidden. These weren't supposed to be glued.
Why is it so long?
Why do I sell sea
Just has a
salt?
really sexy dragonborn, just like doing some slutty pose. But
Is
the
that an
Yeah,
upper?
not a callback.
Just lay-
We're not doing
Just
that
laying
again.
on
We're
its
not going back
side,
there.
like
Man, look at those scales.
yeah.
me, draw me like a French girl. Or something.
So throughout this, this page specifically goes through the process to separate the powers of an Eternal Guardian. This page specifically is a full scroll that the most previous Bahamut did, so he didn't have all the responsibilities himself. He gave creation to one of his daughters, he gave destruction to one of his daughters, and he left himself with the power to control realms. This scroll itself looks like it gives any Eternal Guardian that ability so they don't have the weight of all the responsibilities on their shoulders at once. It looks like it can even go further than that. It looks like this specific scroll can even force you to give up your rights to the Eternal Guardian and give them to somebody else that you choose, even if it doesn't follow the parameters of the rules of the Eternal Guardian. It looks like the most previous Bahamut figured this out, but never used that portion. But eventually figured it out. There are some notes in here that he did leave as kind of like a sort of like notes for the next, as he assumes that maybe the next Eternal Guardian might find this. And he leaves it as kind of like, almost like he's trying to ground himself in these words. He even calls himself Sarman when he says it. And you see like this small, like it's a journal within this scroll. It is.
Let me know if the dice are doing great today. Sorry.
You will bear with me as it's been a while since I have physically written in anything. I believe my name was Armand. My surname is even more forgotten than that. It's even hard for me to remember the original names of my daughters. It's been so long, I only know the names that they were given when they ascended. I only remember my name because I still have pieces of the old world, even though it was forbidden to keep. If you're reading this and you are who I think you are, I write to you with a few words of advice. Don't do as I did. Don't destroy everything. Keep pieces. Remember who you were. Remember why you chose to do this. I forgot everything. And if it wasn't for the instances that forced me to write this, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have remembered. This will be my last passage I'll ever write, at least in this form. I have enacted a plan. My theory was sound. I believe that that one person should not have the power of a creator, not have the rights to control those, so I gave it to my children. But I fear that the thousands of years have not taught them anything, and I have given the rights to mortals. In a matter of 2 days, if they succeed, my power will be extinguished and be given to another. If you read this, you are me seen through a new lens. You are me seen through new eyes. And if you read the spell correctly, as I know you can, you will fix what I have broken. You will bring back what is lost, and you will destroy these retro traditions. If you survive. But do not let them veer your path. Do not let them deviate you, no matter what they tell you, no matter who you think you are, no matter what you hear in your head. Follow the correct voice, follow the magic. And it just says Armand at the end.
I literally would say this out loud and be like, this is Bahamut's book, his grimoire. This is a very dangerous book to be just sitting in a library of a school.
I'm gonna rip that page out of the book.
Strength check, please. It's a very durable book. Strength check.
I use my swords if I have to.
I need to get some. Whoa, I do have a die.
Nog. Natural 20.
Okay, that's fine. That means I gotta roll for something.
Oh no.
Okay, all right. No.
Disappear.
No, okay, I gotta bring up the key. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So this is a turning point.
Is it gonna disappear?
Okay. Manon evens
Don't
her
get my
odds.
ideas. Oh no!
You got this.
Shut up! You don't say anything, Amanda. Don't say anything, Amanda.
Keep putting Amanda through those flashbacks.
Evens. We're doing evens.
Okay. All right.
Never
so we got
choose
that.
evens.
Evens.
Never choose evens.
All right.
That's why I have to choose it this time.
All right. Nova, evens or odds?
No, not me.
I actually have like a chart for this to figure out what happens.
Oh God, I don't know.
Go with your gut. Go with your gut. Go with your gut.
I'm just gonna roll dice and whatever it is, so we're gonna go for there.
Fair enough.
That's an odd.
A weird level of meta.
Okay. Let's go to
Don't you dare
Azalia.
pick me.
Azalia, evens or odds?
Well, nice knowing you, sis.
Needs some stuff. You see some things, man.
Blood pressure goes
You
high.
might have this.
Why you gotta poker with a stick? Come on. Give me some more drama. Come on, you can do it.
Okay.
We're taking the big
God.
swings. Take the big swings.
Evens or odds? What you got?
Odds.
Odds. Okay. All right, Manon, as you pull on the edge of this page, now you're just ripping off this Playboy page, right? Not the rest of it, just that page. Okay.
Yep.
So you pull at it and you kind of tear it. It looks like this paper is super durable. The magic is protected, but you pull back with all your might. You grab onto the handle. You just pull. As you start seeing that the strands that hold it are like magical, and you start to rip the strands apart by the magic themselves. So you start seeing these arcane little pieces of the thread snap one after another, as you get a full clean page off, as the strands just fold themselves back up as if a page wasn't there to begin with. And you have this at your possession, but as soon as you pull it off, you all feel this pulse come from it, almost like reality has changed by the actual fact of the page being removed from the book. As this immediate pulse, like you immediately feel it against you, like a telekinetic current of wind passing through you, and pulling out like a bubble, like it's hitting every direction around you, out, even passing through walls. And you just feel against the wall. There's no windows in this room, but you can feel that the weather outside has changed. Wind is starting to get a little more aggressive. You can hear rain like kind of hitting the ceiling. You are not on the top floor, but there's only like a singular room above you, and you can kind of hear it hitting there. It doesn't sound so aggressive that like there's like a threat to the building, but where there was no sound of weather, there is now sound of weather hitting the actual walls of the building itself. There is Roneen and Nova, insight check, please. You are warlocks.
I know. I'm
Way to
like,
die.
storm? Why is there a storm? Storm
Way
is
to
not
step
here
on the
with storm.
butterfly back in the Jurassic period.
Oh God, that's a
okay.
5.
5.
That's
My wisdom is not
16.
good, and that my
16.
roll was not good.
All right.
You said insight, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So
16.
this immediate wave of energy and you don't register what the wave is, but the after effect both of you are registering. Now, a low number doesn't mean you don't get it, but you're kind of getting a vibe that's throwing you off. Roneen, you start to feel nauseous. You start to feel, you can't place if that's necessarily the amount you drank or what's happening, but you start to
I'm
feel
like, oh.
uncomfortable. You start to like you gotta look away from the book. Words, like reading is just, the passage is just, it's fuck with your eyes. Every light in here, like someone put out the candles. There is a vibe that you can't tell if it's the alcohol or something else, but something is like almost crushing at you. Nova, as you feel a darkness around, a immediate unease. Again, you don't register what the pulse was, but you register what's after. Whatever's hitting the walls, the storm, the wind, the current, the rain itself, whatever happened is almost like it's a call out. Like removing, not necessarily removing the page, but doing something to the book, whether it was a page or something else, doing something to the book that modified the book's parameters, called to something.
Oh.
And until that something responds, whatever's happened outside will resume.
We just set off an alarm. Some kind of alarm.
Is that what that was?
It's waiting for a response. And it's not good. It's
Response
What kind of response?
from what?
I don't know. This is a darkness I've never felt. This is worse
Just
than being in
holding the page.
the far realm.
What'd you go and do that for? Oh,
Because I don't think the
No.
Eternal Guardian should have this. And I'm gonna start folding it up and putting it in my bag.
Okay. As you fold it up, you start to look as you fold it up. The page is blank.
Well, fuck!
But then you
For
look
him.
at the bare skin between whatever you have of clothing on you, and you see that all the letters have burnt itself onto your skin. You are now tattooed with the letters
no.
on the actual page itself.
Oh,
Manon, your skin.
It is mostly on your arms
Is it-
and your torso. It's not appearing like on your neck or your head or your legs, so it can be covered. So you're only seeing like the bits that aren't be covered by like your bracers or your shirt. But it is covering like from like your wrist up to about like the chest line, back over to the other wrist.
And this was the
Both.
This was the
arms?
folded page
both
that was
arms?
found because Nova got a natural 20.
and that was the like spell to like
That-
split the power.
That's the spell of
The
how to
spell and the-
how to manipulate the magic that creates the Eternal Guardian.
and that includes like the journal part that you
Correct.
took off, right?
Yeah. So there is writings on there, but it's kind of like on
You
you.
have so much
It's kind of like all
shorthand on your
clusterfuck
skin.
because it's not written in a straight page.
Your
So like now the
memento.
words are like starting like the first sentence starts with like your wrist and it goes across. You got to kind of like read to like across your collarbone to the
God.
other wrist, and you got to almost like
Now
read like
this, you have to be
this.
naked.
The worst layout ever.
You know, I heard Alistair was very studious. A scholar, someone said.
Ain't nobody fucking seeing this shit except for me, okay?
You get goosebumps as a
Sorry.
trained braille.
You gotta read it fine.
I just imagine Manon's like, I gotta remember how to read this. Give me some time alone. As like all of a sudden closes to a mirror, and you're just like,
You gotta learn how
Is
to
it scratching step? One,
practice your
only one way to tell.
Oh, no.
I go to fold it up and I notice that it's a blank page, and I just fuck it, and I crumble it and throw it. And as I do, I notice the letters as Roneen points them out, and I'm like pulling up my sleeves and seeing them. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. I'm gonna try to wipe them off.
okay.
I'm gonna grab the folded up, crumpled paper that she wrote and uncrumple it really fast. I don't know if this will work, and I grab a pen and I grab Manon's arm and start writing down what's on her arm. Does anything change? Does it start to go back to the paper at all?
No.
I think you probably need one of
Not
those
working.
special pens. And maybe know how
I
to
mean-
do it.
I don't think we can stay here because now you are the spell, Manon. It's
Well, I don't need to worry about taking it with us. Oh,
But what will it do to her?
I don't know.
Alistair moves to
Based
the
on that-
door to the library and opens it to see if he sees Aiden.
Okay. I gotta use the chart.
We fucked up.
Okay.
Aiden
Okay.
Hale?
he is so out of his depth.
That was Deer speaking right there.
Give me either a perception check or investigation, Alistair, as you look
That
out
was
the
his
door.
creator speaking.
15.
15. You don't see Aiden right away. To illustrate this, there is on every north, south, east, and west side of this library, there is like a glass ceiling that's kind of bubbled up, very much atrium style. You do see the rain coming down, and it's very dark. Like now, because of it, the storm going out, there is no light that's really peering in, and you only have the torch to rely on. The area is quite dark in here. You do see a couple students walk around, but they look panicked. But at your current positioning, you do not see Aiden if he is nearby.
Is
Go ahead.
player to DM. Sorry, Roneen. The library was not like what level was the library on versus the bubbled glass ceilings you just described?
Well, that is part of the library. But
Okay, so same level.
yeah, so well, you guys are on the second floor. And the second and third floor are lofted. So the ceiling for the third floor and second floor is the same ceiling for the first floor.
All right, I'm just gonna yell out I'll be like, Aiden!
Okay. You don't hear anybody responding as you immediately see like one of the students look up to you and just kind of like looks up. I haven't seen the professor in a few hours.
How long ago did he leave us?
Who are you?
No, I'm asking player to DM, sorry.
You guys have been studying for an hour.
Maybe they just didn't notice him coming in.
All right.
Not to win
I'll yell down like, you need to go find him now and bring him here.
Claps open
think we
and just
need
starts
him
walking
because-
off.
I think we need him
It's-
because it keeps talking about how the Guardian doesn't have any family. Maybe, but she
But-
does.
But no, it talked
What
about
happens
that
if we bring them together?
But it also said that there's a way to do it to create someone to be a guardian without following the parameters. That's what the book. And now
Oh,
this.
this is all so complicated.
And
I'm
then
just gonna-
this. And this, the shorthand on the spell said that if you're reading this, you are me in someone else's eyes, and don't do what I did. I'm having a
did you
nervous
do?
breakdown. Nova's like sitting here like, oh
What do
god.
that they're not supposed to do? That's not helpful.
I'm guessing breaking up the powers.
Are we
Between
sure we
people?
can trust Aiden?
I don't know.
Why would he show us the
I
spell?
we don't trust anybody.
Maybe to see if
Unless-
we do something
unless-
stupid with it.
Unless he
Like this?
expected
He doesn't know you
us to
that well
do
yet.
Just-
Damn.
I mean, he seemed to know your guys' parents. Could he extrapolate your behavior to be like your parents? Sorry,
Doubt
that's
it.
really sad. I'm sorry to say that. That was a little overstep. Sorry.
I don't think either of us are really like our dad, and we didn't really know our mom, so
I feel like if something about this is weird, I don't like it. And I feel like maybe we should get out of here.
And go where?
I will interrupt and look up at the glass ceilings. I don't like storms. Oh, we should probably remove ourselves from, I don't know, the glass ceilings that are about to be pounded in, because the storm was not here before we She has a scroll written on her.
Do we leave the book, the Grimoire?
I'm not
What-
tearing another page out of it.
Out of all the books here, which ones or one look like they can be concealed and removed?
Manon, give me an investigation check.
This was like the 5-foot book, right?
The grimoire was the
Big book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a giant
No.
book.
Can I investigate the glass ceiling? Maybe I'm just being paranoid.
Sure.
18.
18. Manon, as you're looking at these books, it's almost like you see, almost like you have a sight to see like which books actually matter. And almost like you can read the books without actually opening them. You now have like a sense of like subject of like, I can see this book's name without actually pulling it out. You now can sense the information you're looking for. You're able to find a few books without actually knowing what they are that you can just instinctively know we need these books.
I'm gonna grab those books.
Okay.
And shove them in my bag, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna start walking out.
Okay.
Look on
Bjorn,
her
what'd you
face.
get?
19.
19. As you look up at the ceiling, yeah, it's raining out. It's dark because of the rain, but you're looking up there. Give me also a nature check.
Oh no. I was hoping I was prepared. Good.
I should be doing this instead of hiding my face the other way.
Oh, that's a wicked 5.
Okay.
Nature's nature. Very natural.
Nature's nature.
You're looking up. You do see the rain coming down. I mean, as far as the glass and like that, it's gonna hold up. This place is pretty much like, you assume that at least the glass itself and at least most of the exterior walls are protected by at least a magical durability of sorts. So even a storm wouldn't break through it. Yeah.
Fine. I don't like it.
fine.
So-
Fine. Fine. What's everybody's passive perception? Does anybody have a 16 or higher for passive perception?
Yes, I have
Oh,
a
no.
16.
Yes. 17.
Okay. For those that
what
at
it
least
says.
have a 16 for passive perception, you hear a familiar sound that you thought you heard only an hour and a half ago. A pressurized metal to metal now screeching again that you were told that only happens 2 times per day is now happening again.
The train. The train is here.
Wasn't it just here not that long ago?
Did you say it was
I
only
thought it
twice a
came
day?
by twice.
Cool. So we're not gonna go near the train. Let's find a back exit.
Ghost train!
Maybe
Unless-
they came back this way because of the storm?
Or
Do you
we
think Eden would be over there? We can.
Are you guys still in the room right
time.
now, or where are you guys at?
Yes.
I'm trying to leave. I'm out the door. I stole some.
I'm
She's
following.
heading out, I'm gonna follow her.
Okay.
I'm
wanted
not letting her
criminal,
take off by
probably.
herself.
Walking and talking, walking
Okay.
and talking.
After the
Happy
first
with it?
person
Where are we
left,
walking?
after Alistair said you need to go find Aiden, you guys seem to be the only ones, at least in this side of the library. It's pretty quiet. Other than the sound of the rain hitting the ceiling and shaking a little bit, you can see like the books reverberate much like a puddle with a T-Rex approaching. It is pretty much dead silence. At this point, you do hear like you can't really acclimate what is what. You assume every shake is from the storm outside. Everything from the wall to your left, the wall to your right, everything feels like it's that, but you can't really like tell any differently. As you guys start to walk around, you start to head your way down, you eventually see someone open up one of the doors that leads into this wing, and they just and just immediately leans on the ground as you just see them coughing up blood as they just falling down, and they're trying to cover up a wound on their stomach.
I'm gonna run over and boop them.
I just
Are you okay? What?
be quiet. quite. They.
What do you mean? What's out there?
Stay.
I'm gonna boop him again with healing.
Tell me, boy, what day is it?
Did Jimmy fell in the well again? Did the dragon need another sheep?
Sir?
Whoever he is gets 5 hit points back.
Okay. He starts to like go in and out. You're healing him, but he's still like really like drained of energy, and he's just some soldiers just came in. They started attacking. They're looking for something.
Soldiers, what soldiers?
Soldiers.
What is their uniform?
Just like looks at you, and like if they weren't so much in pain, they'd just like roll their eyes. Be like, I don't fucking know. They just started attacking. Damn it.
We need to go.
We got to get out. We got to get out.
We gotta
We need to go.
hide.
It's time
And
to
we'll
leave.
get out and get hide. We have to hide. They're gonna.
They're after this book.
Yes.
More
Actually, they're
precisely,
after
probably
that
after
spell.
you now.
They're after that
Looking at
spell.
Manon.
Well, don't say it so loud.
Bjorn.
For those
go.
that have that high passive perception, you do hear on the other side of the wall, like it's not close, but just within earshot, you can hear just outside the library, so like a wing away on the opposite side door. You can hear someone, a female, giving out commands, but a voice you don't recognize. Find the items, retrieve the artifacts. If any of them give you any trouble, kill them. Bring it back to me.
So,
Let's
following on
let's
what
go.
Manon said,
Let's
is
go.
there a back door in this library?
You can
it's
search
not
through the
Kenny
wing that you're
Acorn.
in. So all of you can give me a group investigation check using where you have in progress to try to see if there's a back way out.
Nova dice, don't fail me now.
Come on,
As we do
Rickroll.
that, I'm just gonna tell the group items, artifacts. They're looking for more than a book.
12.
You said investigation, right?
Yeah.
15,
Okay.
18.
12,
18.
18. Okay.
8.
8.
Lovely. You guys are searching around the place, trying to be as quiet as possible. As far as this wing, you can't find any other doors except for the way that you took to get back. It looks like you can go to the other wing. You guys came in from the east wing, and you're currently in the west wing, so it connects from south and north. It seems like you got to either take one of those to connect back into the main hall where you came from to get back. You can't find, at least within the first few minutes, like searching around, you can't find anything. At this point, I need a stealth check from everyone as someone starts to come in.
God, I
I'm
forgot
not
this is not my stealth
stealthy.
character.
I'm not stealthy.
Nat 20 for 29.
Woo!
Disappear.
Where the fuck did Azalia go? Why does she keep disappearing?
I would like to say twinsies for a nat 20 for
Damn,
29.
nice. A 4
I
from
have passed without a trace.
a solid 4.
I have.
I got a stick.
I got a 21.
21. And Manon, what'd you get? I didn't hear yours.
6.
6. So it just looks like the natural 20s really did it.
Same.
And then Nova.
They saved us.
Yeah, and Nova, what'd you get?
I got 21.
So you're okay.
But
So
it wasn't natural.
you start walking around. You immediately hear somebody walk towards you guys. Immediately find a spot to hide. I'll allow you guys to choose without really truly understanding this area. Do you choose to hide on the first floor, second floor, or third floor? No matter what, the second floor and third floor are still exposed, so you just have to hide behind like bookshelves or go back in the room you came from. But which floor do you decide to hide in?
First?
First?
Yeah, my
It's not a trick
instinct is
question,
nearest-
it's just a question.
nearest space, like under
Okay.
study carrels or
Okay.
something.
So you guys
We
go
know
find
we
a
can
spot.
get out on the first floor, so
Okay, so you guys hide in the first floor. As someone busts in, you see someone cloaked in brown, wearing like some very fine armors, very high boots on, armored boots, and has like these very intricate armored pauldrons on with what looks like very, very fine gemstones inlaid into them. Long gloves, Githyanki in species. Very tall and slim, holding what looks like a long sword and a dagger. Immediately, you see beside her is one what looks like female in very fine and fitted clothing, scarf around, hood up, and looks like she's masked. The only way to really tell is due to the figure that, at least physically, is a female. As the Githyanki just looks around. She looks back at the other one. Find the book. The others are looking for the spring. Immediately, immediately the Githyanki stands by the door. The witch that she just ordered to do just looks back. What about you? I'll hold it here. You can search for it much better than I. You know the book, yes? I believe so. Then go. As you see, this person is decorated in mostly blacks, but has like violet, like hexagonal and like very much herringboned as pattern into their gown, including the hood itself. And so it's like immediately positions their fingers and starts kind of like turning like these spells around to try to find things, and they kind of like try to use it like a compass to try to figure it out as she starts walking up to the second floor. The Githyanki is just gonna stand there, look around, but not move. Okay, you currently are not spotted. The Githyanki is blocking the north entrance. If you wanted to circulate back around, you would have to sneak through the south entrance or deliberately try to encounter the Githyanki. Or do you want to stay?
See if I can make eye contact with the others, and I'm just like,
I am just frozen until someone else does something.
Okay. Bjorn, as this is going on, like, you think the worst scenario can happen. You think like out of all times, why does it happen now? All of a sudden, the bird re-shows back up from before. As all of a sudden, you don't know why, but that same bird just lands on your shoulder and just like looks at you and just starts poking you in the head. Hey, fuckwad, can you hear me now?
it's my boy.
I must be going crazy. Did you just talk to me?
Yeah, shut up. I can talk to you telepathically.
Like in my head,
Stop moving those stupid gums of yours. I can hear you. Shh.
Do we see it? Do we hear it?
Yeah, you guys can all hear this bird just like talking. It's not even opening up its beak. It's just you could just hear it talking.
Just
Can I help you?
No, I'm here to help you. Against what I'd like to do, I was told to come find you. So, follow! And then just starts flying off into a direction and starts heading towards the south way.
I guess we follow the bird.
Emily just comes back and flies on Bjorn's shoulder. Oh, and by the way, be fucking quiet. And then just starts flying off again.
No one would know. just no one would know.
I am not sneaky. I am not a sneaky character.
I'm gonna start
I will
following
follow
the
the
bird. I'll be
bird.
like,
Yeah, following the bird.
The bird is the word.
Bird is the word.
Bird is
Bird is the word.
For the two people that got natural 20s on stealth checks, give me another stealth check for rolling for the group itself.
Okay.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Bjorn, later get the bird and flip it.
17.
Blame the bird.
17. And Bjorn?
Yeah.
Daddy needs a headdress.
Yeah.
You said stealth. 27.
Okay. You guys were able to help the rest of the group kind of move like you know, one step at a time. Like the bird keeps flying ahead and just like stops and be like, if the bird can like tap its feet and just kind of like cross its arms, like waiting for you to catch up, it could do it.
I'm picturing the bird from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh yes. Just rolling its eyes. Who knows? Maybe Fox the Druid gave it a little hat.
She had time to in there.
Immediately as you guys catch up, the bird flies over to a door and just like goes to the door and just like gently just kind of like uses its beak to open up the door on the south side. On the opposite, using the opposite ward, from where the Githyanki is blocking, and immediately like flies up, looks at the Githyanki, turns its head, looks, flies back up. All right, go, as the feathers kind of like just brush like this.
Okay, out the door. Going out the door.
I'm out.
I will follow last, eyeballing this bird the whole time.
Okay. In the distance,
In
the distance, Bjorn, you do see Fox the Druid. You have never actually fully met her yet, but you do know that Jerome belongs to her, as you just see her standing over at the other end, just waving her hand.
She owns the bird. She
Okay.
She's nicer than the bird.
Yeah, fuck off. Just starts flying
Where
ahead.
did she come from?
I like this bird.
Alistair in the
You know
back
what?
drinking.
Go down. Sir, I do too. With some fucking gravy.
As he just spawns back, like,
head for
how about that? At this point, you do see there's a couple other people like laying there. It looks like someone, whether it's Fox or somebody else, like got a few of the students and brought them into this area. As you just see her standing there, and she's just kind of like leaning up, and then Jerome kind of goes over and flies over on his shoulder. She just looks, and I'm not gonna do your fucking accent, so we're not gonna do that.
I was like, I'd be so shocked if you did, because I'd be like, out of all the characters, you choose that accent.
Hey, yo,
your fucking Brooklyn accent for Fox the Druid.
Fucking guy over here with
Give it a try. You just gotta pull a little sass into it.
I don't have that kind of sass.
more Jersey.
Got a flat sass.
Where the fuck have you all been?
Uh.
We've been looking for you for 4 hours now.
Who the fuck are you?
Who's we?
Just like looks at you. Well, where the fuck have you been?
Who
Where
is
are we
we?
intended to be? What are we meant to be doing? Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm Fox the Druid. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Roneen.
Pleasure.
Selkie, what's going on?
Well, myself and
Owner of the fuck-based bird.
myself and my friend Zier were brought here a little while ago, and the place has kind of got tits up, and they didn't know we were here, so we just kind of quick ran in here, beat up a couple people. I mean, Zier is kind of like on his own thing. He's got a bone to pick with a couple of them, so I don't know where the fuck he went.
Beat the shit out of everybody in there right now.
Last time he told me he saw there was a fucking assassin, that goddamn witch, and he saw them, and then he just fucking screamed out and started charging at him, and then I was like, well, I guess I got this all on myself, but then I remember I can have Jerome do all the work, so here I am.
You know them? The witch in the black with the purple and the Githyanki?
Oh, those crazy ones? I don't know them, no, but I know this group. I don't know who those
What
people
are you
are.
talking about then?
What group?
So
I mean,
there's
do you want me
another
to
witch?
point? I mean, there's 3 witches.
Who are they?
They work for the Eternal Guardian.
Run over to meet again?
Okay, that makes more
Are
sense.
they coming after her brother?
Okay, there's way too many questions. We just need to get somewhere safe. Then we can ask questions.
Is there anywhere safe?
I don't know.
Do we have
Fox, can you get us out of here?
Yeah. Come on. Jerome.
Following the person
go
who
do
says she can
something.
get us out of here. That's
Do you know
sold.
where Aiden's at? Is he okay?
I mean, last time I saw, he was talking to someone over at the train, and that was like an hour ago.
Okay. Can Jerome carry things?
I mean, he can, but with the little shit, do it? Probably not.
Okay. There is a fountain in Aiden's office. It needs to be grabbed. They're looking for it. We need to get that out of there.
Jerome just like, oh, you want me to go where they're going? Fuck that.
But it's well.
I thought you were a hawk, not the
small.
chicken. I
will beat your ass, boy.
With your 3
You know what?
with your little bloody wings. Can't get one little well.
You know what? Bjorn,
Biscuit
he
is
probably can't
squeaking
do it.
indignantly at Jerome.
See? You're right, Alistair.
He's probably too
Chickens
small. He
are
probably
timid
couldn't lift it.
creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, it
you
is.
know,
It is. It's not like
They're made for
too big.
laying eggs.
I think that a hawk would do it, but I don't know. His wings look
Another
pretty small.
chicken.
I see what you're all
Typically,
doing. I see what you're all trying. I'm not gonna fall for it.
Don't know what you're talking
Are-
about.
I mean, do.
Fuck you. Fine, I'll go do it. And then she immediately starts flying off.
What were we saying earlier?
I was just going to
Sorry,
add
Fox.
to the be like, I was just going to add to the actual like, thing and be like, well, yeah, your wingspan is not large enough to be able to counterweight.
Definitely not an African swallow.
Sorry to bully your NTP hawk chicken.
I don't know.
RB.
Must be a European swallow, not an African swallow.
There you
I was waiting for someone to
go.
make a body python reference.
At this point,
Somebody's
like,
gonna swallow.
Fox hears something in her head. She's just like, oh, are you good? All right. Just looks at the rest of you. Duck. And she immediately just like crouches and hides behind something. As immediately someone comes in through the other doors.
Darn green.
As you do see two more witches, same cloaks as the one that's using her glyphs to try to find something, but these ones have different colors. Where the first one had black with purple accents, another one has black with silver accents, another one has black with gold accents. They're talking to each other. Why are we doing this again? Look, they chose us. We're the only ones that can fulfill the roles. What's your problem? But this isn't what I wanted. It's not even my name. Why are they calling me this? I don't know. Don't you want this? I mean, yeah, but it's weird, right? They said it would feel natural in a couple of years. Just do what we're told. We had the powers to find the book. Let's just find the book. The others are looking for the well. We're supposed to meet back on the train afterwards. It shouldn't take too long. Just once we find it, we'll be able to sit cozy and we'll be fine. They immediately start doing what they're doing. They start twisting their fingers around, start to do it. One of them goes up on the 3rd floor. The other one goes on the 2nd floor, starts looking around. Fox immediately looks at you. So, we should probably go back the way they came, so keep going. She starts walking and heading towards the next wing.
I'll follow.
Wow.
Okay. You guys
Quietly.
eventually hit the
I'm
east
continuing to
wing.
follow the person who says she's going to get us out.
You eventually hit the east wing as she immediately like stops as you guys go in there. As you do see Dira standing like about 50 feet away. She doesn't see you, but she's just standing there talking to somebody. But you don't know who she's talking to. You can't see a body, but you see her she's got a whole new set of weaponry. She's got like this rapier, like this large rapier style weapon that has like these glyphs on them and stuff like that. Just standing there. Well, I was summoned here. And you hear a voice talk back in as a male. This is my domain. I came here first. I don't care what you felt, what happened here. We had an agreement. The school is mine, and you're supposed to stay away. You have your domain, and I have mine. I already had something going on here. If you coming here ruins my plans. I don't care about your fucking plans. I can't avoid the summons. Someone read the book. I need the book, and while I'm here, I need the wellspring. Well, the group probably has it. They're probably around here somewhere. They can't have gone too far. Who? The ones that kidnapped you. As she just kind of like grabs onto the handle of her sword pretty tightly. She immediately yells ahead. She yells ahead. Naveen, any sign of the adventurers? No, why? They're apparently here somewhere. Find them. What about Ariana? She can deal with the Azamar. Find the others. Get the witches. They only need one to find the book. As long as we have them, we can control how Destiny goes. Immediately she turns around, she starts heading back.
I want to take a peek to see if I can see who she was talking to.
Okay. Give me a stealth check to try to get up closer.
Give her guidance. I just boop you with guidance.
I just push her
Did
out.
you? Fuck you.
You get an extra for D4.
While she's doing that, do we
for
recognize the
guidance.
voice at all?
Do we recognize the voice?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that guidance was a huge help. So it's 13 plus 4 plus 2 makes it a 19. My math is right.
Okay. You look over and you see what looks like a wood elf. Shaved sides, hair tied up in the back in a ponytail really tight. Is wearing like an actual full like winter coat on, and very aviator style, but like long on the sides, wrapped up with a couple thick belts, and he's carrying not a very intricate longsword, but the actual his equipment holding it looks very enchanted. He does have a crossbow on his side. Looks like a very small hand crossbow, but it has some runes on it. You do not recognize him, but he is definitely talking with authority at Dira. I'll give you 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna.
After that, I want you gone.
I'm gonna clock his tea and then retreat back to the group.
Okay. The last thing that you hear as Dira responds, I don't take orders from you. And I don't take orders from your brother. If I come here, I have the right to. You, your brother, the fucking half-elf from God knows when, none of you have the power I have. I was given this right, so move the fuck out of my way as she just shoulder checks him and walks on. You just hear someone, you're no longer looking, just hear someone walk up to him after she passes by, after she walks away. You just hear another male. Roman, what do we do? Do what we were told to do. We still stay here. We must protect his interests. If she's here, we stay here. If she moves, we move. We must make sure that his interests are taken care of. For right now, let these witches do what they want. They're not going to be able to find her. We don't need the spring. We don't need the book. That doesn't concern us. She'll just destroy herself using it anyway. And they start walking away.
What's all of that?
I don't know.
No, I've never seen it before.
Deer is here. We need to move.
3.
We
Fuck.
should say that.
Half
Fox
elf
just-
from God knows when?
Fox just looks at all of you. Okay, so I don't know any of you, so let's figure this out. How good are you at fighting?
Not bad.
We can hold our own.
Rather not
Awesome.
if we can invite
Great.
Would,
Fantastic.
would
Good
absolutely
enough so
love
far.
to.
Can
Why?
we try to escape first instead of
I'd
fight?
rather, yeah.
Well, okay, so that's a fantastic question. I like that. Two options of how we can escape. We can go via train. That's very close. Or we can go through the entire school and escape through the front doors.
But
I'm
the
good with either one.
witches are supposed to go back to the train.
Yes. But the train is closer,
But if we
and if they steal anything, we can get it back.
The witches are looking for the chains. Someone else is looking for us.
The
Who's
the
looking
witches
for
are
you?
looking for the book in the well.
I think everybody here is looking for us. Potentially.
Yes.
Or will want to kill us if they
She
see
just
us.
like steps back like
They're
5 feet. She's
adventurers,
like,
they were
oh, got it.
where are those adventurers?
Too late now. You already helped. You're in it. Guilty by association.
Unless you're the adventurers they're looking for.
What? Me? I'm sure that they have a bone to pick with us, but I doubt they're looking for us. They probably even know that we're back.
I highly doubt that this group kidnapped the Eternal Guardian, Roneen. And like I point at
I
Fox.
wasn't going to mention that part.
True.
Get his eye. We want to get out of here.
Wow, you
Fox,
guys
are you saying we
like,
just
Easiest
really
sneak
good.
onto the train or take the train?
Yes.
That was
You
two
don't
things. I
actually
need
have a
one or the
plan,
other.
Do you?
You know, I'm not much of a
Both is good.
I am not much of a
14%
planner.
plan, don't you?
I'm not much of I just kind of do. So, you know, I'm kind of like let's do step A to B before I think of C to whatever fucking letters are next. So let's just do A to B. We get to the train. We figure it out from there.
Alistair,
Do we
do
have
you
to
have
go
a
to the
better
train?
plan?
Agreed.
Alistair,
We don't. even know
Regrettably,
where
I
this
don't.
thing goes.
Really? Let's go out to the train and see what happens. What
I
else
love
are we
it.
going to do?
I love it. The gusto.
All
It's
right.
great.
We sneak onto the train, and if it's possible, we just take it. If it's not, we hide and wait our time, and we try to get off the train somewhere safer than here. What better place to hide than under their
just
nose?
ride a train.
Go
I've never been
into
on
the
a train
place
before.
That they're all going to be at.
I'm sure we'll have time to get off the train.
That's
before it gets
fantastic.
there.
Never been on a train
We can
before.
just get
Neither
out
have
of
I.
this
Let's do
place.
this. It's going to be a first time for all of us.
Joe, can I see a
Can you
way to
be
get
a
on the
little
train?
quieter?
Can you what?
Can I see a way to get on the train that's not directly by the Roman and who else might be standing there?
Well, they left already. No one's actually guarding you to
Oh,
get
is
to the
there
train.
anybody by the train?
Not right now. No.
Oh, then yeah, I'm like, then let's just go. Let's get on the train. Let's see if we can hide somewhere, and we'll see if we can get off of it somewhere before they get to their destination.
Did they?
I am
not get here on
sending
the
Biscuit
train?
ahead to get on the train and look around and see if anybody's there.
Okay.
What's that on?
Are the doors open?
Did they?
Okay.
Did they not
Biscuit
just
goes
get
in,
here on the
squeak,
train?
squeak, 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 goes all the way over in, looks around, comes back. Don't see anything.
Looks clear. Let's go.
All right, we get on the train.
As we run to get on the train, I want to do something really quick. I'm
I love it,
going
yes.
to disguise self and look like the Githyanki.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
Wait.
Very good. Very good. All right. So you guys start walking in, heading towards the train. I'm gonna have.
Goes any of the?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna have Manon. There's DM the player. I have a question for you. How
No.
would
No.
you might have to ask a significant other question for me? Would he be stealthy about this, or would he just fucking go haphazard against his enemy and make like a bunch of noise? I just need to know an answer to a question.
You want me to go ask him?
Yeah,
real
go
quick?
ask him. I need to know something.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I'm gonna go ask him.
This determines what happens next.
He's going to chuck caution to the wind.
Oh.
Ba-dum-bum.
He's going in full akimbo.
Oh!
He knows double
all night.
fingers.
Tip the waitresses.
Enjoy the veal. Not
His
unusual.
words verbatim was, he would beat their ass. So I asked if that meant he would do it quietly or if he would raise hell, and he just looked at me and goes, would beat the shit out of them. So
All right. So you guys.
I interpret that as he does not give a fuck if he tears down the
All
whole
right.
building.
So stealth check from the group, as far as making it to the train without making a sound to grab people's attention towards you.
Chug it.
Be nice to me. Be nice to me.
28.
28.
Ooh, 19
That
again.
is a 21.
21.
Hey, twinsies, 21.
Hey, I think we flip flop there, Val.
That's good. Because
All right. All right. Most of you are able to get so far, but
Armor.
most of you are able to make it. So as a group together, you guys are fine, and you're able to make it to the train. There is really just one door that's open. The train itself is about 10 cars long, not including the actual forward engine itself. You guys go into about the 8th car, second from the third from the back. As you get in, you do see it looks like the main thing you see right off the bat is that they didn't come here on the train, but they've already been loading stuff on the train. Based off this, they've collected some weapons. They've stolen enchanted artifacts. You do see that there is someone bloody laying on the ground. Large, clairvoyant wings. Female that just... and just kind of like almost losing air as she's wearing a large gown, and you can barely see her eyes, but they look all one color of the iridescent. And just...
I'm a healer.
I mean, you can try.
I'll try.
Okay.
Is
Are
she
you,
dying, or is she just like...
she is like stabbed in multiple spots. She looks like she's taken spell attacks. She is actually quite tall. She looks like 9 feet tall. As you start to heal her, you start to feel kind of a sort of connection. And as you do it, you can tell that she is not an Azamar. She is an angel. As you start to heal her.
Sure, yeah. Sure,
She's like
sure.
not gaining consciousness. She's still out of it, but you're able to at least close up her wounds. And she just kind of like looks at you for a second. She just kind of smiles as she just kind of passes out, but she's alive. You do see her wings are just kind of laying there without any strength. They're just kind of like draped like a comforter around a bed that's just like hanging off the sides. Long gown just like draped over her body, and she is currently just laying there kind of unconscious for a little bit. As you guys start to assess the situation, you start to hear outside back over by the library, as it is in the distance, but they don't see you. You start to see the Githyanki come out, and the three witches come out to talk to her. Anything? We have the book, but something's missing. But we can't figure out what. It's just something's missing from it. I don't care. We at least got the book. As she points over at the one in white, and she just goes and I gotta make sure I'm mentioning the right one, because this is very important. I'm sorry, the one in gold, Phoebe, and she points over in the other direction. Bring the book. She points over the one in purple. Celine, prep the train. She points at the one in white. Lune, guard. They start splitting up. As everything starts to get ready and starts to get prepped, and you guys are hiding on this train, immediately you start to hear a fight going on. As immediately you just start seeing crash, 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 as immediately someone's being thrown around from ceiling to ceiling. As you start to see this darker skinned Azamar flying around, throwing this gray skinned tiefling against walls and throwing it, and then eventually just slams onto the train and immediately just dive bombs as Fox just looks up. Oh, there you are. You all set? And it's immediately just on there. As immediately all the attention is now brought onto you. That's why I needed to know what Chuck needed to do with the character. With that, immediately with that, does anyone want to try to operate the train?
Fuck yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay.
That's where I want to go.
All right, so you run to the front to try to operate the train. So you start heading to the front. Anybody want to do something specific other than running to the front of the train?
Gonna
I'd like
keep
to
a
sit by
watch
the
out.
angel
Okay.
and
is there a
lay
way?
more hands on her.
Is there a way to lock the doors of the train?
Yeah, you can lock the doors. So you close the door.
Okay.
You lock.
I'm
There's just
I was just gonna go. No,
there's
I'm just
a
gonna go
drop pin.
along all the carts. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
go along all the carts of the train and lock the doors
Okay. All right. So
as
you
much as
drop the pin
possible.
on each one of them. All right. Anybody else want to do anything specific?
Mm.
The Aesmar's on the train now?
Oh yeah, he
The one that's
crashed.
beating
He
people's
crashed.
asses?
Yeah, he crashed into the roof of the eighth one.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up front with Manon and see if I can help her figure it out.
Okay. All right.
I want
so
out of here.
So Manon and Roneen, either advantage or each individual of you, I just need you to give me an investigation check to try to understand how to operate this, or at least how to start it up.
How's your investigation, Manon?
It's a solid +0. How's yours?
Solid +1. So
You guys got this.
We should
How have your dice rolls
Take our
been tonight?
Not
Okay.
great. We should each
Seeing
check our
anything.
chances.
Okay, alright.
I'm using different dice, but still. I have not used the same die twice. Use investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Oh
For
shit!
21.
Oh, let's go! I got a 19! Okay, cool, you got this.
With some time, you can easily understand this, but immediately you figure out how to at least get it going. You immediately pull back this trigger to lift it up and get the electricity going and get the magnets polarized, and then you immediately just pull another trigger to at least start to get it going. You do know it takes some time for the momentum to go, as it starts to leave the actual building itself, as you immediately start seeing the rest of the soldiers start to follow. Okay.
Doors are closed and locked.
They start to
Filter.
run after. We're gonna have them start to follow, but we're gonna stop it there.
I am. Can I do? I want to do one thing.
Sure.
I'm going to. Why can't I find it? There it is. I'm going to use Fog Cloud
Okay.
and cast it, which is a 20-foot radius sphere
Okay.
centered on a point basically in the center of where they are.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So
We'll take that into account for next time.
Yep.
Cool.
And is that concentration?
God,
No.
we're
Okay.
on a train heist
Concentration.
now.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You're
All right.
on the 310 to Yuma.
So-
Oh boy. Oh,
Thank you for
gosh.
watching. Thank you for dealing with the technical difficulties. We will continue this in 2 weeks. We'll update the socials, but I think it's in 2 weeks. So just check out our socials. Make sure you're following us on Instagram. That's where we post all the stuff for whenever we're doing our games. This will be the last D&D session for the week, but we will have horror games going on throughout the week. So if you want to check out Silent Hill or Fear, I'll be playing that throughout the week. So check out socials for when I am doing that. That being said, everybody have a fantastic night, and we'll see you next time. Good night.